Good evening and welcome to this delayed coverage of the Premier League match between Leeds United and West Ham United at Ellen Road. The players are just coming out of the tunnel now here at Ellen Road to the theme of Marching On Together, the famous Leeds United song. Well, they're marching on together right now, but the manager, Jesse Marsch, is under pressure and desperately needs a win. And coupled with that, they have their last two games for Leeds have been, in the last 5 games, they've only won 2 out of those 5. For West Ham, the pressure on is even worse. They have 5 straight defeats, and the rope around David Moyes' neck is very tight at this time. What we're going to do right now is we're just going to take a look at the starting lineups for both teams, starting with Leeds United, who are managed, of course, by Jesse Marsch. Ilan Meslier in goal. The back four of Luke Ayling, Robin Koch, Liam Cooper, the captain, and Pascal Struijk. The two holding midfielders for Leeds are Tyler Adams and Mark Roker. The attacking midfielders are Wilfred Noto, Crescencio Somerville, and Brendan Aronson, with Rodrigo in the number 9 position. For West Ham, they are managed by David Moyes and start with Lucas Fabianski in goal. The back four is Vladimir Kufal, Craig Dawson, Thilo Kehrer, and Naif Aguerd. The holding midfielder is Declan Rice, the captain, along with Thomas Souček. The attacking midfielders are Pablo Fornals, Lucas Paqueta, and Jared Bowen, with Gianluca Scamacca in the attacking in the number 9 role. Today, it's been some dreadful news for West Ham, of course. Their chairman, their chairman David Gold, has passed, and everyone at the TC Hub would like to send our condolences to the family, friends, and everyone connected to West Ham after the sad passing of David Gold. We hope that he rests in peace. We wish West Ham all the best. The two teams now are just gathered together in huddles as they work out the team. They work out their final plans for the game. For our officials today, the referee is David Coote from Nottinghamshire. His assistants are Nick Hopton, Timothy Wood. Fourth official, Peter Banks. In VAR is Paul Tierney and Dan Robathan. Now then, Leeds United in their famous white shorts, white shirts, white socks. And West Ham in their famous claret shirts with the blue trim, claret shorts, and claret and blue socks. It's going to be the Hammers to get us underway in this one. Just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. And Leeds will be attacking the goal to our right. We'll bring you score updates as the day goes along. And other games tonight are Southampton versus Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa versus Wolves, and Crystal Palace versus Tottenham. And just looking at the table here, both sides looking over their shoulders, especially West Ham. They are level on points with Everton and Nottingham Forest in the bottom 3. Leeds are on 17 points. They can move up to 13th with a win. West Ham can, of course, move also into 13th with a win as well. The game is underway and the ball is back with Ilan Meslier. And it's played over to Luke Ayling. Ayling picks up the ball, he plays it forward, but it's intercepted now and it's with Thilo Kehrer. And it goes all the way back to Aguerd. Aguerd has the ball now in the left-back position. He plays the ball forward. It's comfortably intercepted by Ayling, and it's picked up by Aronson and back to Ayling. And he was looking for Gnotto there, was Luke Ayling, but couldn't find him. It was easily picked up. And West Ham now on the break with Skamaka. And it's knocked on to Paqueta. Paqueta on the far side to Bowen. Bowen. He's looking in front of him there. And, well, he had Struijk in front of him and he wasn't able to play the ball. Definitely looking for Paqueta there, but the ball is knocked out of play by Pascal Struijk. It's going to be a throw into West Ham, level with the penalty area of Leeds United. It's launched into the box, looking for Skamaka. Once again, it's headed back in and headed away and hacked away by Ayling. Ayling tries to, West Ham tried to pick it up in midfield, but it's won back by Paqueta. It's now with Kehrer. The game sets off at 100 miles an hour here. And here's Kehrer again. Kehrer, terrible ball. And now breaking away is Rodrigo with a real chance. Rodrigo! Oh, that's a fine challenge. An absolutely outstanding challenge by Aguerd. Well, Rodrigo was in there. He may be delayed on getting his shot away. He might have been better getting his shot away a little bit earlier. He chose not to, and the challenge was an excellent one by Aguerd. And it'll be the first corner of the game to Leeds United. Well, he had to time that correctly, because let's be honest, it was a penalty in the offering if he hadn't have gotten that right. And it's Roca with the corner kick for Leeds United. It's the first one in the game inside 2 minutes. It's a poor one. It's headed away by Aguerd. Very disappointing corner there. Leeds do win the ball back though, and it's Brendan Aronson who hands it back to Adams. Adams goes all the way back to the goalkeeper Illan Meslier, who's been on outstanding form recently. He's looking for Gnotto, but that ball was intercepted by Koufal easily. And it goes out of play, and it will be a throw into Leeds United. Well, Tyler Adams just knocks the ball back there, and it goes all the way back to Cooper. Here's Koch. Robin Koch plays the ball forward. It's a disappointing one and comfortably intercepted there by Rice. But then he loses the ball, and it's with Luke Ayling now. And he goes all the way back to Koch, who plays the ball across to Cooper. Cooper slips it into Tyler Adams. Adams now in the centre circle, gives the ball to Roca. Roca out on the far side to Struijk. Struijk to Gnotto. Roca back to Cooper, back to Struijk. Cooper again. And it's Gnotto. Gnotto, good ball out on the far side. And here's Ayling now. Ayling gets a cross in early, but it's dealt with at the back by Aguerd comfortably and cleared away by West Ham. But Leeds still have the ball. And it has to be said, early on, Leeds turning the screws here. Roca to Adams. Adams gives the ball back to Roca. Roca back to Adams. Adams just waits. He's in the middle of the park here. What's he going to do with it? Adams slips out on the far side to Struijk. Struijk gives the ball to Gnotto. And it's back now with Pascal Struijk, who gives it to Liam Cooper. Adams under pressure, but he goes all the way back to Illan Meslier. Well, it doesn't look like there's a seat to be seen here at Ellen Road. Looks very much a full house, but here's a chance for West Ham, and it's Skamaka. He's got time in front of him. What can he do? Skamaka, oh, he slips. And the offside flag in flat goes up. Skamaka was in an offside position, the Italian, but the ball just bounced through to him. But indeed, he was offside. Well, we can just take a quick look now at the record between these two teams. Head-to-head record. They've played 109 times. Leeds United have won 49. West Ham United have won 31. And we've had 29 draws. In fact, the first meeting between these two sides was January 29, 1921. Leeds United lost 2-1 to West Ham that day in League Division 2. There was 15,000 present. Prime Minister back then was David Lloyd George of the Liberal Party, and the monarch was King George V. Major news for that month: the Supreme War Council of the European Allied victors in World War I met at Paris and adjusted the total war reparations that Germany would have to pay under the Treaty of Versailles. Leeds United have only won one in the last 7 against West Ham in all competitions. So, as it stands right now, Despite West Ham's poor form right now, they definitely have the better record in recent matches between the two teams. And here's Cooper in his own half, midway, and he gives it back to the goalkeeper, Meslier. Meslier plays the ball downfield. It's headed on that time. Tyler Adams tried to get the ball there. Now he's picked up the ball here now. Adams gives it to Gnotto. Gnotto tries to get the cross in, but it is a good block by Declan Rice, and it'll be a throw in to Leeds United. Taken quickly. Here's Gnotto. Gives it to Tyler Adams. Clarence Somerville, Cryancia Somerville there had the ball for a moment. Somerville gets the ball back and he gives it to Gnotto. Back to Somerville. And here's Tyler Adams. Long swing in. He's looking for Eiling on the far side. Eiling gets a header in, but is not able to control it well enough. Bounces off his head and goes behind for a West Ham United goal kick. Well, I have to say, when I look at these two sides, they are both very evenly matched, of course. And, of course, for Illan Meslier, it's his 90th appearance for Leeds tonight. 19 clean sheets, all with Leeds. And his 90th appearance in the Premier League for Illan Meslier. What an outstanding goalkeeper he has proven to be. And to be honest, his performances in recent matches has certainly helped Leeds a great deal. And there's a foul here by Rodrigo, just catches Declan Rice in the face with a high boot. The referee chooses not to take any further action. And to be honest with you, it did look like an accident. Declan Rice is still down. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's Player of the Match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season: JB Sports, Turton Talks Football, and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1, and you can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. And we'll just, well, finally the yellow card does come out to Rodrigo. It was a late decision by David Coote to actually show that yellow card, but he has in fact shown it. Other scores, the only other game going on right now is at St Mary's. It's still Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 0. And Aston Villa and Wolves, Crystal Palace and Tottenham all kick off at 8 p.m. UK time. There's Jesse Marsh. Certainly been a breath of fresh air in the in the Premier League right now. I believe he's done an outstanding job for Leeds. I know right now they are struggling a little bit near the relegation zone, but he really has done a good job. And the free kick will now be taken finally now that Declan Rice is on his feet. And the ball is launched long, and it's just headed away there by Cooper. Tyler Adams picks it up. Stroop gives it to Somerville. Somerville back to Adams. Adams infield there to Aronson. Goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Meslier. And is cleared downfield. Well, the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw in to West Ham. And it's just sort of midway inside the Leeds United half, and it's going to be taken by Kufal. He's forced to go back a little bit. Kufal, he gives the ball there to Scamacca, and the ball is dispossessed and won by Gnotto. And Leeds United now trying to break forward. The ball is headed on, but it's picked up, in fact, by the number 8 there, Fornals. And it's played out on the far side. And it's Bowen. Bowen under pressure there. Gives it to Fornals again. Fornals plays the ball on. And it's won back by Leeds United. And here's Gnotto again. Cuts inside, but he has been dispossessed that time again. This time by Pablo Fornals. Kufal plays the ball forward. Well, it's Bowen chasing it, but it's way too long for him and goes behind for a goal kick. and Ilan Melier. And there are the flowers for Chairman David Gold. A very, very sad day for West Ham United. And just as a mark of respect, both teams are wearing black armbands today. And be a free kick to Leeds United. Tyler Adams will take it. We have had a goal at St Mary's. It is Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. I'm going to get the goal scorer for you in just a moment. Yes, here it is. It's Taiwo Awonyi with the goal for Nottingham Forest as they lead 1-0 at St Mary's. Here's Fornals now for West Ham. Picked up by Declan Rice. Rice gives the ball out onto the far side to Kufal. Kufal barely able to keep the ball in play, but here's Jared Bowen going all the way back inside his own half, and he gives it to Souček. And it's now with Kira. Kira knocked on by Fornals, but chasing that one was Souček. And the ball seemed to come off Robin Koch, and it's going to be a throw-in to West Ham United, which is to be taken by Thilo Kira on this side. Kira throws the ball long, looking for Skamaka, but good work by Cooper at the back, just knocking the ball out of play. It's going to be another throw-in to West Ham. And it's almost level with the Leeds United penalty area. Thilo Kira takes it, and Skamaka just knocks the ball out for Souček. Souček out wide, back to Kira. Kira with the ball in. It's just headed away, but only onto the edge of the penalty area. It's volleyed by Rice, but it goes across the goal. Doesn't even go behind. Bowen manages to rescue possession. Gets the ball back now. Here's Kufal with a cross, and it escapes everybody. But here's Kira now. Kira gives the ball back. He gets it back to Kira. Going to get the cross in, and the return ball by Pablo Fornals just had a bit too much on it, and Kira was not able to retrieve it. It goes behind for a goal kick. 13 minutes gone here in this delayed coverage of the Premier League match between Leeds and West Ham at Ellen Road. It's still 0-0. Fornals wins the ball, and he gets the cross in, but it's blocked by Eiling, and it will be a corner to West Ham United. It's going to be their first corner of the game. And Aguerd is up there. As West Ham now just trying to get to force some pressure of their own. This first 15 minutes or so have mainly been Leeds, but West Ham now are just trying to forge their way into the game. The corner comes in, and it's just headed away by Cooper to the edge of the box. It was struck there by Paqueta. Paqueta claiming a handball. Nobody else claimed, just Paqueta. Paqueta now has the ball back, and it's knocked out of play by Tyler Adams for a throw-in, and it's level with the 6-yard box. Tyler Adams, and the throw-in was taken too quickly. David Cook just pulling things up, and the throw-in will be taken again. Kufal is going to take this throw-in, and it's thrown into the box and just cleared away by Eiling. And but it's not far enough. It's picked up by Rice. Rice was looking for Fornals, but Eiling will get another chance. Surely a foul there by Kira. Yes, on on Aronson there, and it's going to be a free kick. David Coop blows up there. He joined the Premier League in 2018. He's a Premier League and UEFA official. He's 40 years old. He's refereed a total of 15 matches in 4 competitions and showed 50 yellow cards, 1 red, and has awarded 3 penalties so far this season. And now Leeds United. It's Somerville. Somerville is fouled, surely. And the referee finally blows up, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds United. That's a foul there by, no doubt, by Souček there. The free kick is taken quickly. Here's Koch. He gives it to Eiling. Eiling infield. And, it's a poor touch by Gnotto. And West Ham now come forward with possession. And it's back with Declan Rice. Rice. And Aguerd gives it to Rice. Rice just slips the ball forward to Fornals. Here's Bowen, or Souček, I should say, and the ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. And Souček just stealing some yards there, a lot of yards. And he plays the ball now, and it's Pablo Fornals. Fornals now, he's got a bit of space in front of him. What can he do with it? Fornals beats two Leeds players. He plays it on the far side to Bowen. Can Bowen get the crossing? Gnonto blocks it, but Bowen will get a second bite of the cherry. It's back to Declan Rice. Rice back to Aguerd. Aguerd plays the ball out down this near side to Fornals again. Fornals back to Rice. Rice, long ball on the far side, looking for Jared Bowen. He's headed down, he's keeping it in play to Souček. And here is Bowen. Bowen, can he get the cross in? Oh, it misses everybody! And there was the header by Koufal, but it's just away. And it comes back to Rice, and now back to Kira. Kira heads the ball in, and it's just hacked away that time. Nodded on by Koufal again. And it's won back by Somerville. And in fact, it's a foul on Luke Eiling. The referee has blown up. There was no advantage there. Well, this is the breakout on the far side. The cross came in by Bowen. Melier comes for it, but misses it. Souček doesn't really get a good enough header on it. But that really has been West Ham's best opportunity so far. Leeds, of course, had their chance in the first couple of minutes. And neither side really has forced either goalkeeper into any major save at this time. Is Struijk, and he gives it to Roca. Roca gives it back to Cooper. Here's Adams again. Adams just picks the ball up inside his own half. He gives it to Struijk. Struijk to Somerville. Somerville tries to be Koufal there, but he was not successful. Come off the defender there for West Ham, Koufal. It's going to be a throw into Leeds, taken quickly inside their own half. And here's Robin Koch. He plays the ball long, looking for Eiling, who's moving forward. He's got options in front of him. He finds him in Aronson. Aronson got a bit of space, just knocked it out to Roca, and his pass played forward, looking there for the number 19, Rodrigo, but it evades him and just goes behind for a goal kick. We have 18 minutes gone here at Ellen Road. It is Leeds United 0, West Ham United 0. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. We have some interesting games coming up for you with the FA Cup. Starting with Friday, we have Manchester United versus Everton, 8 p.m. UK time. I'll be a commentator for that one, along with Luke Turton will be joining me as a co-com. Saturday, Sheffield Wednesday versus Newcastle at 6 p.m. UK time. Russ Vernon will be in the hot seat for that. And Manchester City versus Chelsea on Sunday, the big one, 4:30 p.m. Trevor Sports will be your commentator for that one. So those are what is coming up on the Commentary Hub in the near future, as FA Cup third round weekend gets underway on Friday. And I'm sure it's certainly one of the most exciting times in the football calendar. And it's a foul there by Koufal on Somerville. Just uses his studs there, and that's always a dangerous thing to do. You raise your studs, and that can definitely attract the attention of VAR and the referee. Somerville is still down. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's player of the match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season, JB Sports, Turton Talks Football and Storm FM. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1, and you can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. And we're going to get the game back underway now with a throw into Leeds, which Roca will take. And he gives it to Gnonto. Gnonto back to Roca, and it's headed on by Tyler Adams. Tyler Adams puts Koufal under pressure as he hooks the ball away. He doesn't do a great job in clearing that. But West Ham do pick up possession, but it's lost in the midfield there by Scamacca, and Leeds win the ball back, but they knock the ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw into West Ham. Well, this game is getting a little scrappy. Well, throw-in taken quickly, and it's headed on by Skamaka, but it's picked up by Robin Koch, and he gives it back to Ilan Melier. Well, we're certainly lacking chances in this first half so far. Neither side forcing anything really on either goalkeeper. Here's Aronson, tries to knock it back to Eiling, but it's won back by West Ham. But Aronson putting Rice under pressure to try to win the ball back. He gives it to Kira. It's blocked and intercepted by Rocker almost, but it's knocked out of play, in fact. And now the throw-in is taken quickly by Leeds, and Aronson now has the ball. Aronson just gives it back to Eiling. Eiling now. Ailing tries to get the cross in. Well, he finds Roker. Oh, Ailing, well done. He keeps it in play. Roker with the cross. Oh, it's dropped by Fabianski, and it's cleared away in the end by Kufal. And now it's going to be a free kick for a foul on Tyler Adams. Well, Kufal got the ball away after Fabianski dropped it, but Tyler Adams was fouled outside the penalty area by Souček, and it's going to be a free kick, and it's about 21 yards out. And we'll look at this again. The cross coming in, it looked like it was going out of play. Great work by Luke Eiling keeping that ball in play. And then Rocker's cross, and the ball is dropped by Fabianski, but hacked away by Kufal. And this is actually about 23, maybe 23, 25 yards out, maybe. It's dead centre for Leeds United. So this is a really great position for them. And there's a whole committee over this, 4 players. Adams, Roker, Gnota, Somerville, all over it. And it looks like it's going to be taken back. No, it's not Gnota. In fact, it's Roker. Roker dinks the ball in. And that was a training ground manoeuvre. He actually found... He actually found... if you look at this again, he actually found Cooper in the box. And, well, he just didn't get a good connection on it. And it's knocked out of play, in fact, by Kufal. So it's going to be a corner to Leeds. And just trying to see who's over this corner right now. It's a bit difficult to tell from here. But it's Cooper, actually. It's going to take it. Cooper swings the ball in. And it just misses everybody and goes all the way behind to a goal kick. And so the ball in there wasn't the greatest. It just evaded everybody and out of play. And Jesse Marsh there just communicating with his coaching staff. Jesse Marsh was appointed head coach of Leeds in February 2022. As a player, Marsh was a midfielder for DC United, Chicago Fire and Chivas in the MLS, as well as for USA. Following his retirement, he was an assistant coach for the US national team and taking on the role of head coach of Montreal Impact in 2012. He later joined the New York Red Bulls and led the team to the MLS Supporters Shield. And he was coach of the year in the MLS in 2015 before moving to Europe 3 years, firstly as an assistant to Ralf Rangnick at RB Leipzig before taking over at Red Bull Salzburg. He won the Bundesliga and Austrian Cup before returning to RB Leipzig to become head coach in the summer of 2021. Marsh and Leipzig agreed to part company 2 months before he took over at Ellen Road. It's going to be a throw-in for Leeds United. For West Ham United, it's taken quickly. Here's Kufal. He loses possession of the ball and it goes out of play for a throw-in to Leeds United, level with their own penalty area. 25 minutes gone here. It's Leeds 0, West Ham 0. We really haven't had much goal-mouth action in this game so far. Not really. Tyler Adams gives it back to Struijk. Struijk launches the ball forward. Looking for Rodrigo, not able to find him. It's comfortably intercepted by Kufal, and it's given to Thilo Kehrer. Just knocked back there by Fornals. Bit short for Kehrer, but he keeps the ball. And Kehrer launches the ball looking for Fornals, but this is too easy for Ilan Melier. Just rolls all the way through to him, and he just picks the ball up. And he was just looking at what options he's got available. He rolls the ball out to Robin Koch. Koch has got options in front of him. Luke Eiling to be one, who's definitely been the brightest spark for Leeds so far in this game. Here's a chance now for Rodrigo, breaking away. Rodrigo holds the ball up. He's looking for options. Well, he's got Eiling overlapping, and it's given the ball to Luke Eiling. Eiling gets the cross in. It's long over to the back post, and Somerville was following in, and it looked like he was challenging Kufal on the back post, and it does in fact go behind for a goal kick. But that was a quick breakout by Leeds. Rodrigo played the ball to Eiling, and Eiling's cross it just came off the back of Somerville. We have a goal at Villa Park. It is Aston Villa 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, and it's Daniel Podence on 12 minutes with the goal at Villa Park there. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo tries to play the pass into Somerville, but it deflects off Downs, and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw into Leeds. Well, it's to be taken by Luke Eiling. Luke Eiling now. Just waiting, looking for options. He throws the ball there. It's knocked on by Rodrigo. Here's Gnotto. Gnotto's got some time and space in front of him. He gives it to Somerville. Somerville back to Gnotto. Can he punish West Ham here? He can! It's 1-0 to Leeds. Well, that was a fantastic move. A quick 1-2. It was given back to Gnotto. And Gnotto drilled it into the right-hand corner of Fabianski's net. And Leeds United take a 1-0 lead here at Ellen Road. We're going to look at this again because this was a wonderful finish, and it's a first real chance we've had, serious chance we've had in this game. It was poor defending by West Ham, it has to be said. Gnotto picked up the ball up initially. He plays the 1-2 with Somerville, and there is the opportunity. He left Fabianski standing. And the West Ham defence watching Gnotto as he just smashed the ball past Lucas Fabianski, and Leeds United lead by a 1-0 at Ellen Road with 28 minutes gone. And out of the two teams in this first half, it has to be said that Leeds have looked perhaps the most threatening. West Ham having a spell of their own, but really Leeds certainly have looked the more threatening of the two sides. And it's picked up now by Aronson. Aronson to Adams. Adams gives the ball away to Scamacca, though. Scamacca. He plays the ball over on the far side, and picking up his Kufal. Kufal, can he get the cross in? He can. It's a good one. Oh, Ilham Melier comes out, makes a decisive punch there. And it's hacked away again, helped on its way by Rodrigo, looking for Gnotto, but it's the two West Ham players there, Kufal and Bowen, got in each other's way. The ball goes out of play for a throw-in, and West Ham, David Moyes there, as Leeds United heap the misery on the West Ham manager, David Moyes. They've already lost the last 5 games, and the pressure has got to be on the West Ham manager now. Here's Gnotto. Gnotto moving forward, gives it to Somerville. Somerville now. He got an assist on the goal. Somerville runs into Declan Rice, and it's cleared away by West Ham. Scamacca tries to pick it up and hold it up. He's under pressure by 2 Leeds players, and that's Struijk and Adams. And the ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for West Ham United. We're on the half-hour mark. It's Leeds United 1, West Ham 0. Picked up by Paqueta. And he just knocks the ball over out on the far side to Kira, but it's intercepted by Eiling. Luke Eiling has been outstanding in this first half. He slips the ball infield here to Aronson. Aronson, it's Somerville. Somerville back to Aronson, but the ball is just wayward, but Leeds win the ball back with Eiling. Eiling just slips the ball back to Adams. Does he fancy a shot? No, he gives it to Gnotto, who shoots. And it's right at Lucas Fabianski, and a comfortable save this time for the Polish international. And cross came in. Gnotto with a shot again now. It's a comfortable save by the goalkeeper, but again he's left unmarked there. and he was almost punished West Ham for a second time. Foul that time by Tyler Adams, and it's going to be a free kick to West Ham in the middle of the park. Other scores at St Mary's, it's Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. At Villa Park, it's Aston Villa 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. At Selhurst Park, it's Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And here's Thilo Kehrer now for West Ham. Pablo Fornals plays the ball forward, and he was looking for Skamaka there. He'll get another bite at the cherry. There's Fornals. Fornals' pass is too short. It's picked up by Tyler Adams. Gnota knocks it back to Somerville. Somerville again. And it's with Koch now. Koch plays it in midfield now. It's picked up by Roker. Roker knocks the ball back to Pascal Struijk. And it's back with Cooper now. Cooper, the captain for Leeds United tonight. And here's Somerville. Somerville, right over by the byline. He's there now with Tyler Adams. Struijk goes back to Cooper. Cooper just checking what his options are. He gives it back to Struijk. Gnotto, the goal scorer. And goes all the way back to Ilan Meslier. And Ilan Mellier's pass to Luke Ayling is a disappointing one, goes out of play. Gives West Ham a throw in a pretty dangerous position. Here's Kehrer. Kehrer gives the ball to Fornals, but Kehrer is deemed to have fouled the right back for Leeds, Luke Ayling. And that goal on 27 minutes is the difference right now in this one. It's half time at St Mary's. Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Big win for Nottingham Forest if they can hold on to that. It'll take them out the relegation zone, of course, especially with West Ham losing here at Ellen Road. And the ball is back now with Koch. He gives it to Ayling. Ayling played forward to Aronson. Now Aronson's got a bit of space. He's got a Guerd around him, but he beats him. And Aronson tries to get the cross in, but Thilo Kehrer is there to block it. It'll be a corner ball to Leeds United. Well, Leeds United, it has to be said, deserve their lead at the moment. They are definitely the better of the two sides. Luke Ayling, and in my opinion, has definitely been the best player in this first half. He is making it very difficult for the West Ham defence, and he's doing his own job in defence as well, rather comfortably. The corner is to be taken by Roker for Leeds. Roker just looks like he may swing this. He does. It's flicked on, and it's bounced around in the penalty area. A real chance. Oh, what an opportunity there! And it's blazed over the crossbar, and it looks like it just. Yes, it's Aronson. What a chance! And he's about 8 yards out there. He probably had a little bit more time than he realised. Blazed it over the crossbar. And he knows it. Be a goal kick now to West Ham, which Fabianski will launch downfield, looking for Skamaka with a flick on. He does. Ayling picks up the ball. He plays the ball forward now to Aronson. Aronson on the pressure there by Aguerd, and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw into West Ham, which Thilo Kehrer will take. Aguerd has been outstanding defensively as well for West Ham. Kehrer takes the throw in, and it's to Skamaka who flicks it on to Souček. Souček, bit of strength there, keeps a hold of the ball, but he's right in the corner. Souček, what can he do with it? Good work by Robin Koch. The ball goes out of play. It looks like it's a foul on the Leeds defender. And, well, the referee hasn't given it. But that looked like a foul to me, and it's going to be a throw into West Ham instead. Level with the 6-yard box. It's going to be Thilo Kehrer that's going to take it. Is he going to launch the long one in? Kehrer. It's not really long, but it's headed back to him from Cooper. The ball is launched back in again by Kehrer, but very disappointing behind for a goal kick for Leeds United. We have 10 minutes left in the first half here at Ellen Road in this delayed coverage alternative commentary, off-tube commentary on YouTube. And it's Leeds United 1, West Ham United 0. And we have 10 minutes left in the first half here at Ellen Road. And, well, we're just looking at that goal again. Gnotto, way too much space. And here's a chance now for West Ham. And, well, Paqueta just got inside the defence there, but he wasn't able to do anything with it. He was forced too wide. But you can see from when the throw-in was taken, it was launched in by Fornells, sorry. And Paqueta was just not able to bring it under control, and he was forced a little bit too wide. So, in fact, be a goal kick now, and it's Ilan Meslier with the goal kick. Ilan Meslier, left-footed, downfield. Eiling up to get the header on that one, looking for Aronson. The ball goes out of play. It's going to be a free kick to... it's going to be a throw-in to West Ham United, which Kira will take. Kira. Played for Germany in the World Cup. Thilo Kehrer certainly wasn't his or the rest of his country's brightest spark. Meslier having to come out and clear up at the back here, but he's out of position. This could be a goal. Oh, and it lands on top of the net. Well, that was a great opportunity by Koufals. Meslier comes out to deal with it, just doesn't get far enough on it. Koufals launches a first-time shot, and it lands on top of the net, and it will be a goal kick. Meslier just caught out of position for a moment there, but he was not punished. And here's Pascal Struijk. Struijk tries to clear the ball. It's be a throw into Leeds. Comes off Bowen. Meslier just didn't really get enough on that and left Koufal with that opportunity. And there are times, of course, where we've seen them drop under the crossbar and go in, things like that, but not on this occasion for Koufal. Throw-in taken quickly. Gnotto almost mugged of the ball there. Luke Eiling tidies up at the back. And he gives it to Cooper. Pretty dangerous ball by Eiling. And Cooper was put under a lot of pressure there. He does manage to clear it, though. And here's Somerville now, who's also under pressure, two of them. Paqueta around him there. Paqueta trying to win the ball back. The referee determining it wasn't a foul. And it bounces off Koufal last and goes behind for a goal kick. And be a goal kick. Well, 7 minutes to go in this first half. Leeds United holding out with a 1-0 lead over West Ham United, and it's Ilan Meslier now with the goal kick. Left-footed, downfield, and it's knocked on that time by Rodrigo to Gnotto. Gnotto having Somerville chasing that, but Koufal clears up, but only succeeds in giving the ball to Pascal Struijk. Tyler Adams gives it to Roca. Roca back to Gnotto. Gnotto back to Somerville. Right over on the byline, gives it to Tyler Adams. Back to Roca. Adams goes all the way back, and, well, Cooper left it. Meslier came charging out and cleared the ball downfield with a rather excellent distribution to Eiling there. Eiling tries to knock it onto Aronson, but Aronson is dispossessed. And here's Souček now. He plays the ball inside to Scamacca. Scamacca's got options. Is he fouled there? Yes, indeed he is by Cooper. And Cooper will be the second Leeds United player into David Coote's notebook. So yellow card there for Cooper. And it's going to be a free kick. Scamacca there fouled. Well, let's see what West Ham can do with this now. It's midway inside the Leeds United half, and Fornells is over it. Fornells. Let's see if he can just launch the ball into the box. Fornells plays it short, in fact, and he gives it to Koufal. Koufal launches the ball in. It's headed away. Disappointing by West Ham, but it is dispossessed, and West Ham win the ball back, and here's Bowen. Bowen. He's under pressure by Struijk and Aronson, but he gets away, does Bowen. He gets the cross in, and here's a chance for Fornals. It's blocked, and it's headed on, and it's in! It's a goal, and it's Souček, but he's offside. Oh, he's offside, and Souček, well, the West Ham fans are not pleased, but he's definitely offside. The cross came in. It started with a shot from Fornals. It was headed on. Souček was offside. Meslier dropped it, and it's a good thing he was offside because Meslier just dropped it right at the head of Souček, who headed it in, but he was in fact offside. So it is still Leeds United 1, West Ham United 0. 4 minutes to go in this first half at Ellen Road. It's headed forward. Aronson just knocks the ball on. Looking for Rodrigo, but cleared up at the back by Aguerd. And West Ham now breaking forward with Scamacca. What can Scamacca do now? He's got Pascal in the middle. He plays the ball across. Oh, he's down there. It's Bowen. Was that a penalty? Here's a chance over Fornals! Oh, and he puts it wide, but the West Ham players are still protesting for the penalty. And VAR are going to look at this. We're going to get another look at this. David Moyes is at the fourth official, Peter Banks' face. We're going to see exactly what's happened and whether VAR are going to look at this or not. Let's take a look at it again, actually. The ball's played in. Well, he didn't win the ball, did he? Oh, yeah. It looks like Pascal Struijk has connected with Bowen there. Well, this is going to have to be looked at because that looked a penalty to me. Pascal Struijk definitely connected with Bowen before he got to the ball. VAR is still looking at this now. We've got Paul Tierney and Dan Robarth in VAR. Yes. To me, I don't know what the delay is. I don't know what the delay is with this. To me, this is a clear penalty. But we're gonna wait and see, and they're gonna look at it from all angles, of course. But Bowen gets there before Struijk, and Struijk just trips him up. And I think we're gonna see here. It looks like, yeah, David Coote now, the referee, is going to go over to the monitor and he's going to take a look at this. I think he's going to give this, and I'm not sure what the overall delay is here. To me, that was a penalty. He nicks the ball ahead of Struijk, and Struijk brings him down. I don't see what all the delay and the fuss is about. That to me is a that to me is a penalty. I don't think he needs to look at anything else. Yeah, Bowen nicks it ahead of Struijk. It's definitely, I think the referee's going to give a penalty here. Yes, in fact he is. And that's the right decision in my mind. It took a long time to get there, longer than necessary in my mind, but at least the right decision has been reached. And it is a penalty to West Ham, and I don't think anybody can argue with this. We're just going to take a look. Who's going to look at this? Gnonto is arguing with Declan Rice, but there's no argument in my mind here. Ilan Meslier drops the ball, and we're just going to see who's going to take this one. It's Paqueta who is going to take it. He's the one now taking the ball off Jared Bowen. It looked like it was going to be Bowen at first, but here's Paqueta instead. And it is going to be Lucas Paqueta. And Ilan Meslier now has a chance to make himself a bit of a hero. Lucas Paqueta now. There's some delay, a long delay in building up to this. And Lucas Paqueta, he is yet to score for West Ham. This is his chance to break his duck for West Ham now. Lucas Paqueta steps up. Oh, he stutters and he puts it in the top left corner, and West Ham are level. Paqueta from the penalty spot on 45 minutes, really, given we're going to see some stoppage time. but Paqueta just stuttered, and then just put the ball without a great deal of power in the top left corner of Ilan Melier. And it's 1-1 here, and West Ham are level. And, well, Melier was never going to get there. It was right in the top corner. He did go the right way. But when he stuttered for a moment there, perhaps Melier wasn't buying the dummy, but it was so perfectly placed that he wasn't getting there. And it's 1-1, and we're just going to see how much stoppage time Peter Banks is going to allow, because we're already a minute into it. So with 2 goals, and one would expect then the delay with the VAR, one would expect at least 4 minutes, if not 5. But we haven't had an announcement yet. And looks like that's coming now. Well, he's only given 3 minutes. Well, I think you have to. There was 3 minutes for the VAR alone, let alone Leeds' goal and a couple of other stoppages. So that's a very conservative amount by Peter Banks. And Declan Rice now, they're claiming handball Leeds United. Declan Rice clears it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Cooper wins the ball, gives it to Robin Koch. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Well, Cooper is down now. Liam Cooper, he looks in a little bit of discomfort. No doubt David Coote will add that on to the 3 minutes. And Ilan Melier has the ball at his feet. And you see here, it was didn't look like there was a lot in it, to be honest. It was Souček over it, but it looks like he goes down. Anyway, the game will be gotten back underway now, and Ilan Melier has the ball in his hands. And he's just going to launch the ball downfield now. It's long, and it's looking for Rodrigo, but it's cleared away comfortably by Gued. Luke Eiling fighting for that, plays the ball off Souček. It's going to be a throw-in to Leeds United. Souček is over this one. And the forward is taken by Eiling, rather. And here's Aronson. Aronson was apparently in an offside position. Somerville protesting. Jesse Marsh protesting. Waving his arms at the linesman, insisting that wasn't offside. But the assistant has confirmed that it is. Peter Banks now trying to calm Jesse Marsh down, who is not very pleased right now. And it'll be a free kick to West Ham United, Lucas Fabianski. We've played the 3 minutes. I would expect there to be at least a couple more. It's played downfield, and it finds Scamacca. Scamacca under pressure. Luke Eiling fouled by Scamacca. And it'll be a free kick now to Leeds United at the other end. So it's 1-1 here. We are approaching half-time. Sure, the referee's going to blow very, very shortly. Ilan Melier left-footed downfield, and David Coote blows for half-time. So it's half-time, and it's sharing the spoils right now. And it's a goal by Gnotto on 27 minutes, but was cancelled out by a Lucas Paqueta penalty on 45 minutes. Both sides have had chances. Leeds have had 1 or 2 more. But at half-time here, it is Leeds United 1, West Ham United 1. Other scores going on right now at St Mary's. They've just kicked off the second half there. It's Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. And Taiwo Awonyi is the goal scorer there. Aston Villa 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. Podence the goal scorer there. Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 0 at Selhurst Park. So it's half-time here. It's Leeds United 1, West Ham United 1. And I'll be right back. You've been listening to the Commentary Hub. Welcome back to the second half here at Ellen Road. It is 1-1. We're just having a look to see if there has been any changes made by either side. It does not look like it. The players are in the tunnel now. They are coming out for the second half shortly. We'll just run you through the latest scores. It's half time at Villa Park. Wolves are still winning 1-0 there. The goal from Podence. It's half time at Selhurst Park. It's Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 1. The latest score at St Mary's is Southampton are still behind the 8 ball against Nottingham Forest. Taiwo Awongi's goal is the difference maker there. Leeds now. West Ham now finally onto the field, and Leeds United have joined them. While the players are just gathering themselves together at the centre circle, just to go over what we've got coming up on the commentary hub for FA Cup third round week. On Friday, it is Manchester United versus Everton at Old Trafford. You'll have myself in the commentary position. Nick is presenting, and Luke is in the co-commentator chair. On Saturday at Hillsborough, Sheffield Wednesday v Newcastle. Ross is covering that one for you. And on Sunday at the City of Manchester Stadium, it's Manchester City versus Chelsea. Trevor Sports is covering that one for you. So lots to look forward to on the commentary hub coming up. We're back underway here now, and Leeds have got the game underway. They are attacking the goal to our left in this second half. And here's Somerville. Somerville gives it back to Struijk. And here's Cooper. Cooper clears the ball forward, but it's knocked back to Ilan Meslier. And Meslier now just rolls the ball over on the far side to Koch. Koch slips the ball to Roker. Roker is dispossessed, but he's fouled in the process. And it will be a free kick to Leeds United. Ball played forward. Oh, it's given away. Here's Scamacca. Scamacca with a shot. Oh, I say! Gianluca Scamacca gives West Ham United the lead. Well, it was a beautifully curling shot into the corner. It came about from Aronson's giveaway, and the West Ham players celebrating in front of their fans. And that is a stunning goal for Leeds to concede at the start of the second half. Aronson gave the ball away there. Brendan Aronson gave the ball away to Scamacca. Let's look at this again. The ball is played forward. Aronson just knocks the ball. He was looking for Roca. Instead, he finds Scamacca. Scamacca turns and from all of 28 yards out, just curled the ball past Ilan Meslier and off the post and into the net. And West Ham start the second half on fire with a superb strike by Gianluca Scamacca. And West Ham now 2-1 up. Can they snap now this 5-game losing streak? But West Ham are ahead now, and the ball is played long over on the far side to Eiling. Eiling now looking at the options. He gets the cross in, but he evades everybody and goes behind for a goal kick. So, well, that is not the start of the second half they wanted here. It's silenced this Ellen Road crowd. And Jesse Marsh, he's just having a think right now. You've got to wonder what's going through his mind. Of course, he's also been under pressure with calls for his job. Ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in to West Ham United to be taken by Tilo Kehrer. And Tilo Kehrer. And right now you can hear the West Ham fans singing "I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles." And it's back now with Liam Cooper, the captain, who gives it to Ilan Meslier. Meslier to Pascal Struijk. Struijk under pressure by Bowen. Comes off Bowen. And it's going to be a throw-in to Leeds United. These West Ham fans absolutely delirious right now because this is not the start of the second half that they could have pictured either, to be honest. Here's Aronson now, and he tries to clear the ball away, but it's going to be a throw-in. And the throw-in is going to be taken by Pascal Struijk. It's midway inside his own half. Pascal Struijk plays the ball forward, and Tyler Adams looking for that. I'm just going to run you through the two teams, actually. We haven't had a chance to do that since the start of the second half. There have been no changes. For Leeds, it's Meslier in goal, Struijk, Cooper, Koch, and Eiling. Adams and Roca holding midfielders. Noto, Somerville, and Aronson attacking midfielders with Rodrigo on his own up front. For West Ham, it's Lucas Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Aguerd, and Kera. Souček and Rice, Bowen, Paqueta, Fornals, and Scamacca. And here is Leeds now. And, it's played across there from Aronson. But it was a disappointing ball in. And here's Souček. Souček plays the ball forward looking for Scamacca. It's cleared up by Cooper. And here's Struijk. Struijk plays the ball in the middle of the park to Somerville. Somerville gives the ball away, but is determined that the referee, David Coote, is determined that it was a foul. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's player of the match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season, JB Sports, Turton Talks Football, and Storm FM. Here come Leeds now with Eiling. Eiling appeared to have been fouled by Kera. The referee didn't give it, and Rice decides to just clear the ball out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1, and you can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. Throw in for West Ham United. Well, the ball is played forward, and West Ham now breaking forward. Here's Fornals. He's got Bowen over on the far side. Bowen, can he break inside? He's just in the corner of the penalty area right now. Bowen gives the ball back to Fornals. Fornals to Paqueta. Scored the penalty. Here's Bowen again. Cuts inside. Back to Fornals with a shot, but it's blocked again. Fornals again, but he shoots wide. Just pulled the shot wide of Mellier's right-hand post. And it will be a goal kick to Leeds. Fornals with a shot, just pulling it wide there. Two attempts by Fornals, but West Ham have come out in the second half looking a completely different team, and here they come again. And it's just won by Paqueta, and he gives it to Declan Rice. Rice to Kera. Now he's up there with him is Fornals. Fornals drops it back. Long ball by Aguerd, but the ball was comfortably intercepted by Struijk, who gives the ball away. And here's Kufal now for West Ham. Kufal to Paqueta. Paqueta loses control of the ball. It goes out of play for a throw into Leeds. It's taken quickly. And Gnota had the ball, but it's knocked out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. And the throw-in is taken quickly. Here's Struijk for Leeds, Pascal Struijk. And here's Koch. Koch plays the ball forward. And, he's found Aronson. Aronson, can he make up for his earlier mistake? He gives the ball to Gnota. Gnato's got some space. He tries to beat Kufal, but not successfully. And it's cleared away, but only as far as the number 21, Struijk. Struijk plays the ball down to Tyler Adams. Adams to Gnota. Back to Somerville. And it's Aronson again there, this time on the other side of the field, but his ball is wayward. It's won back by Tyler Adams, though, and here is Koch. Robin Koch, he plays the ball there out on the far side to Luke Eiling. It's a foul there when the ball is returned to Roca. It'll be a free kick to Leeds United inside the centre circle, just taken quickly. Here's Somerville. Somerville, he tried to play through Rodrigo there, but he wasn't successful. In fact, it goes back now to Lucas Fabianski, and it's cleared downfield. Koch just knocks the ball on, looking for Eiling. Eiling just heads the ball back to him. Here's Eiling again. Oh, it's a disappointing ball by Ayling, but it was not. Rice was not able to control it, and Leeds will get another chance. Here's Roca. Now he gives the ball on the far side to Somerville. Somerville to Roca again. Roca just dinks the ball in, looking for Gnotto, but it's good piece of defending by Aguerd. And there is another foul here. Luke Ayling claiming that he was that it was a high boot. Kira saying it was not. Well, there didn't appear to be a lot in that. It was cleared away by Fornals spectacularly. He might have just connected with Ayling, and that's why David Cooter's given the free kick. And it is a free kick to Leeds now, right on the corner of the penalty area. Dangerous position. Let's see what they can do with it here. Well, players surrounding this one now. There is Aronson over it. Looks like Roca is over it too. Fabianski just organising the wall. Aronson and Roca in discussion about what they're going to do. Koch, Struik and Ayling all in the box, lurking with intent. And it's taken quickly, and it's knocked in by Roca with a header! Oh, it's Liam Cooper! And Roca just dinked the ball into the box, and Liam Cooper with a header goes just over the crossbar. And, well, the linesman's flag goes up anyway. But the finish, again, just wasn't the best this time by Cooper. And it'll be a free kick for West Ham. So the linesman's flag had gone up at any rate. Scores around the country. Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 1 at St Mary's. There's only 17 minutes left there. It's half-time at Villa Park. Wolves still 1-0 up. And half-time at Selhurst Park. It's 0-0 between Palace and Spurs. And here's West Ham lose the ball there. And here's Somerville. And this time he's dispossessed by Koufal. But it was determined illegally. And look at David Moyes. He's waving his arms furiously at the referee. He said that that's not a foul. Well, you can see he's purple in the face with rage is David Moyes. And we'll just take a look at this one again. It was Somerville who'd gotten away. And he just ran straight into Koufal. I'm not sure that Koufal could really get out the way. The free kick was taken quickly, and here's Tyler Adams. Adams plays forward, and a shot there by Rodrigo, but it's just wide. And he has to say that Fabianski probably had that covered quite easily. Well, Leeds haven't really had much of a chance in the second half so far. Has to be said, West Ham have been a completely different team and certainly have started the better of the two teams in this second half. And the goal kick to be taken by Fabianski. And it's just won comfortably by Aronson, who knocks it onto Somerville. Somerville not able to keep possession. Here's Declan Rice. Declan Rice plays the ball to Bowen. Bowen, and it comes off Pascal Struik. And it's going to be a throw-in for West Ham United. Excuse me. Koufal takes it quickly. Koufal and gives it to Scamacca, and Scamacca is fouled, and it'll be a free kick to West Ham. Dragged over by Tyler Adams there, the American not happy with that. So far, I don't think either side, their managers, coaching staff or officials have been too happy with the referee today, but I personally don't think the referee has done a huge amount wrong. He's got the important decisions right. And free kick is out by some distance. I'd say about 35 yards here. It's right on the corner of the penalty area. And it looks like it's Koufal. No, in fact, it is Bowen. Bowen launches it in, and the heads go up, but it's too high. And Meslier just comfortably plucks it out the air and gets Leeds on their way. And here's Aronson. Brendan Aronson is dispossessed. And Leeds, well, Aguerd gave the ball away and it right back to Leeds, and now Leeds have a chance to break again. Here's Pascal Struijk. Gives the ball to the middle of the park there to Roca. And here's Somerville. Somerville tries to get past Koufal. Surely a foul that time. The referee says no, and Koufal takes a free kick. Jesse Marsh none too pleased. And Tyler, and it looks like Somerville has gone in very heavy there. What's the referee going to give here? Well, the entire bench of West Ham was on their feet, racing towards the touchline. It's going to be a yellow card at least for Somerville. Let's look at this again. Somerville went charging in and just clattered Koufal. I mean, there was no attempt to win the ball. He just went in there clattering him first. And it's probably because of that first one. The referee should have given a free kick to Leeds there. And then Somerville sees red and goes in and clatters Koufal. And I think we're going to see a yellow card here for Somerville. Indeed, we are. Paul Tierney's had a look at it to see if there's any necessary change to red. Well, it was a reckless challenge. We've had a goal at Selhurst Park. The last 0-0 has gone of the day. Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, and the goal is scored by Harry Kane. Well, he perhaps pulled out, did Clout. Looking at that again, it looks like Somerville pulled out, but still clattered into him, and it was probably rather a good thing that he did, because if he got in with all of his weight and might, he may very well have been taking an early bath. Well, with 30 minutes to go, it's Leeds United 1, West Ham 2. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's Player of the Match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season, JB Sports, Turton Talks Football, and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, and you can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. We're going to see our first substitution, and it's Cresswell, who's just warming himself up there. Koufal now. Oh, here's a chance! And the ball was launched forward looking for Fornals, but he was not able to get a connection on it. And Ilan Meslier has the ball. It looks like it may be Koufal coming off. Cresswell is being ready to come on, but he's not being allowed on yet. So we're going to see what's going to happen there. Another late challenge, this time by Paqueta. And it's a free kick to Leeds United. The ball is with Somerville now. Somerville tries to cut away. And he tries to get behind the West Ham defence, but it's covered well, really, by Koufal, who's back on the pitch now. And it's getting a bit feisty out there. And, that's Gnotto now frustrated, showing his frustration. And the referee appears to be losing control here. There was Koufal again there, this time with a little bit of an elbow. Little bit of a naughty elbow there. And now changes are going to be made by both sides. So let's take a look. We're going to see Jack Harrison. And coming off is Aronson. And also coming off is Somerville, who's probably on the verge of a red card at the way things are going. And coming on is Jack Harrison and Matthias Klick. So those are the first two substitutions of the game. Somerville and Aronson off, Klick and Harrison on. So the free kick is taken long there by Lucas Fabianski. We're waiting to see whether we are going to see the substitute Aaron Cresswell. The ball is launched forward. Pascal Struijk is watching Bowen. Bowen forced out wide. He does get the cross in. Oh, the clearance wasn't good enough, and the shot by Paqueta is pulled wide. and it will be a goal kick. See the shot there was disappointing by Paqueta, and ball is out on the far side, and it's a disappointing pass that time by Aguerd. Leeds clear up at the back, and it's played off Paqueta. It'll be a goal kick. Leeds 1, West Ham United 2. The two changes made by Jesse Marsh in the hope to get them back in the game. And Harrison there just loses possession, but the ball does go out of play. It's going to be a throw into Leeds. And down there right now is Paqueta. And it looks like it's going to be a free kick to West Ham. Well, about 35 yards out. And standing over it is Kufals. And also over it is Bowen. 2-1. 25 minutes left in this game. It's Leeds United 1, West Ham United 2. Kufal is over it. Bowen as well. Let's just see what they're going to do here between them. Bowen steps over it. It's swung in by Kufal. And there's a header. It's bouncing around there. And the header was the header on goal by Aguerd, and really wasn't on goal in the end. It was blocked. And it's going to be in the referee. The linesman has come up with a flag anyway, and it's offside. And now the referee has stopped the game again. I'm not sure what for this time. And Leeds get the game back underway with the free kick. Here's Roca. And it's just given on the ball to Ayling. And he just gives the ball to Roca. Roca plays the ball forward looking for Gnotto, but it goes all the way through to Lucas Fabianski in the end. And West Ham breathe again. We'll just go through some of the other scores. At St Mary's, it's still Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. At Villa Park, Aston Villa 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. It is now Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham 2. Harry Kane gets his second goal. And Leeds now have the ball with Struijk, and it's given to Adams. Adams over the halfway line. And it's to Gnotto. Gnotto back to Adams, down by the corner flag. Adams just knocks the ball on to Click, and it's back to Adams. Gnotto. Harrison. Gnotto with a cross, so it just evades everybody. And Ayling has it now on the far side to try to recover this attack. Oh, Ayling's cross is disappointing, and it goes behind for a goal kick. He certainly hasn't had the type of performance in the second half that he's had in the first. In the second half, he's been relatively quiet. So West Ham now going to make a change. It's going to be Mikel Antonio coming on. And coming off is Scamacca for the Hammers. And Scamacca comes off, and Mikel Antonio comes on. We all know what Mikel Antonio is capable of, and he's very well capable of running at that Leeds United defence. Oh, and it looks like they're going to make another substitution here as well. It's Kufal is limping, so Cresswell is coming on. The substitution that was going to be made earlier is now being made. You can see the damage to Kufal's leg, and he's coming off now. And while you see the damage on the leg, you begin to wonder whether Somerville should have actually been sent off for that. And when I look back on that and I see that kind of challenge, I think he's quite fortunate to stay on the field, quite frankly. But of course, we've seen things like that given as red cards, and we've seen leniency given. So We obviously don't. I personally don't want to see anybody sent off, but that really was a reckless challenge by Somerville, and that's probably why he was substituted. Here's Antonio now, and he gets into the match right away. But an excellent tackle by Cooper, and the ball is played forward there by Ayling. And Harrison now just keeps a hold of the ball. He gives it to Gnotto. And here's a chance for Rodrigo. Oh, it was the best chance of the second half, and he pulls the shot wide. Oh, Rodrigo, 9 goals this season, and he pulls that shot wide. It looks like the official's flag was up anyway. He was offside. Rather fortunate for him, because that is an abysmal finish. And the rain is coming down here now at Ellen Road. It is throwing down, as Brian Clough once said, lovely Yorkshire weather. It is absolutely teeming down right now. 20 minutes to go. It's Leeds United 1, West Ham 2. You're listening to alternative commentary of this Premier League game between Leeds United and West Ham. My name is Paul James. In a few moments, we'll have a look at what other games are coming up in the near future in the commentary hub. And it's Adams. Adams plays the ball. Here's a chance for Rodrigo. Rodrigo with a shot! 2-2! Well, he made up for that earlier poor finish. And Rodrigo, out of nowhere, just picks the ball up on the edge of the penalty area and drills it past Lucas Fabianski. And that is the 10th goal of this Premier League campaign for Rodrigo. He's showing himself to be a very fluent striker. Just touched the ball away from the 2 West Ham defenders that took them out of the game completely. Look at that. Well, the number 15 was taken out completely there, Dawson, as was Aguerd, and that just left an open gap for Rodrigo to just tuck that away with extreme precision. And it's Leeds United 2, West Ham United 2, and we have 20 minutes left here. And I begin to wonder whether one of these sides can go on and win this. Well, 20 minutes remaining, and it is very, very exciting stuff here. And Rodrigo, on 70 minutes, ties this one up. Just as it looked like West Ham might be able to end their unbeaten, end their run of losing matches. They've lost 5 in a row. And here's Fornells over on the far side. Can he get the cross in? He can. He was looking for Souček, but it was cleared away by Tyler Adams. It's going to be a throw-in for West Ham United. And, well, the cross was disappointing. It was blocked, and now Leeds can come away with it with Tyler Adams. And he gives it to Gnotto. Gnotto now. It just goes out of his reach, and it's going to be a throw into West Ham, which Thilo Kehrer is going to take. And, well, you can see the look of stress on the face of David Moyes. This is a match he desperately needed to win. The ball is played long, and it's comfortably dealt with at the back by Koch. And Harrison just picks up the loose ball and gives it to Cooper. Knocked on by Koch to Pascal Struijk. Noto, back to Struijk. Struijk is dispossessed now. And here's Pasquetta. Pasquetta tries to play it inside to Bowen. Back to Pasquetta. Pasquetta's crosses. Oh, it was almost on the money there. Kehrer comes to the edge of the box. And Declan Rice just blazed it on the volley, but it was over the crossbar. Well, it just bounced up into the air. Storming in on that was Declan Rice, but his volley was wayward. And it goes behind for a goal kick. And we have 18 minutes left here at Ellen Road. It's Leeds United 2, West Ham United 2. And Ilham Meslier now with the goal kick downfield. And it's headed on. Header, in fact, by Kufal. You see how this second half has gone. In the total amount, Leeds have had 7 attempts, West Ham 13. Leeds have had 3 on target, 2 on target for West Ham, of course. Both of them goals. Here's Noto. Noto almost loses it to Bowen, but he keeps possession. Noto keeps going. He's got options in front of him. And his pass was comfortably intercepted there by Paqueta. And Paqueta now is under pressure. Can he lose it? The referee is determined that it's a free kick to West Ham for the foul there. Just going through some of the other scores. They're in injury time at St Mary's. Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. Aston Villa 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. 62 minutes gone there. Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2. 63 minutes gone there. Be a free kick to West Ham, taken from entirely the wrong position. And over this one is Dawson. And it's a long one. It's over out on the far side. I'm not quite sure. He's looking for Fornals there. But it's good work at the back by Luke Ayling. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo now moving forward. Just gives the ball there to Harrison. And it's back with Click. Back there with Roca. And here's Pascal Struijk. And it's Gnotto. Gnotto trying to get past Kira. No such luck, but it's still a throw into Leeds, which Struijk takes quickly. And here's Noto. Gnotto always determined to be in an offside position. Well, Gnotto has really been an outstanding player for Leeds today as well. He's been creating chances. He has he's scored, of course, and he's really has been at the heart of everything that Leeds have done. Well, 15 minutes to go here. Leeds United 2, West Ham United 2, and Lucas Fabianski with the goal kick. Well, with the free kick, I should say. And he clears it right-footed downfield. And here's Roca, but there's a foul. Well, Click can't believe it, but it is a free kick. Well, he had his hand in his face, so it's a free kick to West Ham. No question about that. And we're going to take a look at the league table currently in a moment after this free kick. And there is Jesse Marsh. He's beginning to wonder. He knows he wants to win this. He needs to win this. Aaron Cresswell with a free kick for West Ham. The referee just trying to sort out the nonsense right now. Dawson has gone down. He's back on his feet now. And Cresswell still waiting. Well, the referee, David Coote, just sorts everything out. Aaron Cresswell whips it in. And it just escapes everybody and then bounces off Souček. And it bounces comfortably for Ilham Meslier, who picks up the ball. And he releases Luke Ayling. Oh, and he tried to find Mateusz Klich in the midfield, but it was away from him. And he's still chasing it down. And Lucas Fabianski clears the ball downfield. Gnotto, who's literally been all over the park tonight. And here is the ball is played forward, and here's a chance now for Rodrigo. Can he make it 3? No, he blazes the ball over the crossbar. Well, the ball was played through by Jack Harrison, and you can see it here. Jack Harrison has the ball. It was a beautifully intelligent placed ball to Rodrigo. Oh, he had a clear shot on goal. He needs to be hitting the target from there. That, in fairness now, Fabianski might have got a touch on it, but I don't know if it was even on target. Rodrigo should have made that 3-2. Substitution coming up for Leeds, and Roca is going off. And Sam Greenwood is on for Leeds United now, as Jesse Marsh attempting to try to get this match 1. The corner taken. It's swung in. It's headed up into the air and headed on again by Bowen. And Adams plays the ball out onto the far side to Harrison. Harris swings that cross in. And it bounces out to Mateus Click, who just launches the ball in the air. Michael Antonio now under pressure, and Click has dispossessed him. Pulled back to Harrison, but great work by Declan Rice blocking that. Harrison nearly had a shot there. The cross comes in again, and Gnotto this time over it. Gnotto. And Gnotto again gets the cross in, and it's knocked behind. Great piece of defending by Aguerd. That was a superb piece of defending as Gnotto just got the cross in, and you just can't take your eyes off this game. Well, it's going to be another corner to Leeds United. Leeds United turning the screws, trying to get the go-ahead goal here. It's swung in by Struijk, and it's just headed away. Bowen just heads it on, but only as far as Click. But Click is dispossessed, and breaking forward now is Michael Antonio. Antonio trying to get ahead of Tyler Adams, but that's good defending by the Leeds midfielder. It's knocked behind for a corner. That's great work on Michael Antonio. It's full time at St Mary's. It's Southampton 0, Nottingham Forest 1. That takes them outside of the relegation zone. Tyler Adams. So 2 more changes for West Ham. Flynn Downs is coming on, and so is Saeed Benrahma. Paqueta and Farnells are the ones that make way. So that makes 4 substitutions now for West Ham. Saeed Benrahma wearing number 22, Flynn Downs wearing number 12. And there's a third goal at Selhurst Park. Spurs are 3-0 up. And it's Doherty with the goal there, Matt Doherty. And that's a good challenge on Jared Bowen. And Struijk is trying to get the ball. Well, look at this. This is ridiculous. Jesse Marsch just takes the ball away from everybody, wastes a few seconds, and then finally hands the ball to Kira. And he's complaining that it came off a West Ham player. And, well, this is just getting a little bit childish, really. And the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in now. This time it is given to Leeds. And it's Pascal Struijk who'll take the free kick. He'll take the throw-in. And he plays the ball forward there. He's looking for Harrison. The ball goes off Harrison. And, well, there's a substitute on the field now. And that shouldn't be. And the referee now is going over to talk to somebody. I'm just not quite sure who that is. He's waved the yellow card at somebody. And I think it's Jesse Marsch who has been booked. And the referee has come out. The referee is booking Jesse Marsch for coming too far outside of his penalty, his technical area, too many times. So Jesse Marsch has been booked, who's not very pleased right now. And Thilo Kehrer with the throw-in for West Ham United, level with his own penalty area. And the header is won by Tyler Adams, looking for Rodrigo, but it's hacked away by Dawson. And West Ham now trying to gain possession of the ball. Flynn Downs there is determined to have fouled Click, and it's going to be a free kick to West Ham. To Leeds. Climbing all over him, and this game is getting out of control. And the crowd are not happy with what's going on now. We are on 83 minutes, and I have to consider my player of the match very shortly. And if David Moyes isn't careful, he's going to end up having a coronary. And it's a free kick now to to Leeds, taken by Click. Harrison under pressure, almost loses it, and does in fact. It's won by Bowen, and it's determined to be a foul by Click. And the ball is forward now. And West Ham pressing forward now. Cresswell. Ben Rama just gives the ball back to Cresswell. Cresswell crosses the ball in, comes to the edge of the penalty area, and there's a shot by Declan Rice. But it's way high and goes over and wide, and a very disappointing finish by him. Selhurst Park, more goals. Spurs have increased it to 4-0 over Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. We'll get you the goal scorer there in a moment. Here's Harrison. Harrison, middle of the park, just gives it to Eiling. And there's Greenwood. Greenwood was fouled, but the referee allows the game to continue, and it's Eiling. Eiling under pressure now. What's he going to do with this? He's got options, and he's given it to Tyler Adams. Struijk to Gnotto. Gnotto now gives it back to Struijk. And he's found Harrison, who tries to get the cross away, but it's a good block by Dawson, and it will be a corner to Leeds United. Song Hyung-min is the scorer of the fourth goal at Selhurst Park. Greenwood is going to take the corner. This is Leeds' sixth corner of the evening. And I'm going to give you the player of the match here very shortly. But Greenwood is first of all going to swing this corner in. And the header is there. Oh, it's off the line from Michail Antonio. Oh, from Cooper's header. Michail Antonio on the front post. Just stopped it from crossing the line. And Liam Cooper can't believe it. The cross comes in. Cooper's header right down there. Fabianski would not have got that. Antonio on the line. And he maintains the point for West Ham United, and the goal kick taken quickly, and Tyler Adams launches the ball forward. It's headed up in the air by Aguerd, and it's just brought down there by Flynn Downs. Ben Rama dispossessed. Good work by Sam Greenwood. And again, Sam Greenwood gives it to Tyler Adams. Oh, you just can't take your eyes off this. Here's Harrison. Harrison got time and space in front of him. Gives it to Click. The ball to Eiling. Eiling tries to get the cross in, but it's a good block by Aaron Cresswell. It goes behind for a corner. There is 3 minutes left here. It is Leeds United 2, West Ham United 2. I'm just waiting for a moment that I can give you my player of the match. I know who it's going to be, but the corner is going to be taken by Leeds United first. And it's to be taken by the number 11. Harrison swings in. It's a disappointing one. Comes back to Struijk. He just couldn't get his foot around it, and it goes behind for a goal kick. And I can now give you my player of the match. And I have decided to go with the Leeds midfielder Wilfred Gnotto, who's just been outstanding. He's scored a goal himself. He's been at the centre of everything positive that Leeds have produced today. His running, his possession has been very difficult for West Ham to deal with. So today's player of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Leeds number 29, Wilfred Gnotto. And here's Click now. Mateus Click is dispossessed. And here's Flynn Downs for West Ham. It's back to Declan Rice. Rice gives the ball to Kira. Kira is dispossessed by today's player of the match, Gnotto. Gnotto, brilliant play by him as he storms over the halfway line. His ball is just not quite there. Well, I can tell you Rodrigo was trying to get him behind, but the ball was just not quite there. And, well, both sides now are just not settling for a point. And the long ball by Declan Rice goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in. Just going to tell you what's coming up on the commentary hub. FA Cup third round this weekend, starting on Friday at Old Trafford, Manchester United versus Everton at 8 p.m. UK time. I'll be the commentator there alongside Luke Turton, who's the co-commentator. Nicholas Jones will be presenting for us that night. The cross coming in this time by Struijk. It's headed away. And there's the long ball over by Sam Greenwood looking for Ayling. It goes out of play. So 8 p.m. Friday on that one. Nick Jones presenting. I'll be in the commentary booth and Luke Turton will be co-commentating. Saturday, 6 p.m. Sheffield Wednesday v Newcastle at Hillsborough. Russ Vernon will be in the commentary. Will be doing the commentary for that. He's in the hot seat there. Sunday at the City of Manchester Stadium, Manchester City v Chelsea, 4:30. Trevor Sports will be in the commentary booth for that. Lots to look forward to on the commentary hub. Now, Leeds are about to bring on Joe Gelhardt. He's preparing himself. Goal kick taken by Ilan Meslier. It's knocked on. It's picked up by Michail Antonio. Looking for Ben Rama, but that's a good interception by Luke Ayling, who I was considering for player of the match as well. He just hasn't quite been as good in the second half. Oh, the ball is played forward and it's picked up by Thilo Kehrer far too easily there. Scores elsewhere. Aston Villa 0, Wolves 1. 12 minutes left there. Crystal Palace 0, Spurs 4. 11 minutes left there. We are heading into injury time. How long will Peter Banks allow? And Pascal Struijk is under pressure there from Bowen. It rolls out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for West Ham. And it's taken quickly by Thilo Kehrer. And here is Harrison, who is fouled by Michail Antonio. And it's going to be a free kick. We are inside stoppage time now. We just at this time do not know. Okay, so Leeds are now bringing on Joe Gelhardt. And coming off for Leeds is Robin Koch. So it's actually an offensive substitution as Leeds attempt to win this match. Gnotto is also coming off. So it's actually Gnotto for Robin Koch. Gnotto for Joe Gelhardt. And I'm just not sure if Robin Koch has come off at all. No, Robin Koch is not. So it's actually Gnotto who has come off for Joe Gelhardt. Gnotto has been given the player of the match. He's just been outstanding. He's been at the heart of everything that Leeds have done today. Absolutely fantastic. So Robin Koch remains on. Gnotto is off, in fact. And Joe Gelhardt is on for Leeds' fourth substitution. Well, it's still a full house. It's not a great deal of people leaving at all, and I'm not surprised. This has been exciting. We've got 5 minutes injury time. There's been an equaliser at Villa Park. Villa have equalised. I'll get back to that in a moment. And the free kick is to be taken and whipped in by Greenwood. It heads up in the air, and, well, it's punched by Fabianski, but not far enough. Here's Ayling. Excuse me. The ball goes out of play off Bowen. And Harrison will take the throw-in, and the referee has blown his whistle for some reason. Not sure exactly what for. Jesse Marsh doesn't know what's for. VAR are looking at a potential Leeds United penalty, or at least they were. They're not anymore. The equaliser for Villa is Danny Ings on 78 minutes. Well, they were looking at a potential penalty in the end. I'm not sure where it was or how it happened, but it's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, both teams in this second half especially have been just going for it. Both teams, a wonderful performance, really, I have to say, really by both teams. Very positive, both sides are not settling for the draw. And again, we look at the seat of David Gold with the flowers on. And once again, we're reminded of this very difficult day for everybody connected at West Ham. Gelhardt was dispossessed that time. It went out of play. a word with the tackle there that knocked the ball out of play. And it's going to be a throw in. It was determined to have come off Gelhardt, actually. And it's going to be a throw in for West Ham. And just not sure. Yes, it's going to be taken by Cresswell. Cresswell launches it forward. The Leeds fans booing. They feel he's wasting time. And that's up in the air by Souček. Goes out of play. It's going to be a throw into Leeds United, which is taken quickly. Jesse Marsh finally sitting down and having a drink of water. Perhaps he's reached the point of exhaustion at this stage. Here's Tyler Adams. And the ball is out to Harrison. Harrison's ball back to Struijk is disappointing. And the ball is played long now. And here's a chance for West Ham. Well, it's Ben Rama. What can he do with it? Ben Rama gets a shot away. And Mikel Antonio came in on the back post, but he just wasn't able to get a connection on that. And it goes wide. And oh, how close was Mikel Antonio to giving West Ham the lead there. Saeed Benrahma cut into the box, curled the shot. Oh, it's just inches away from Mikel Antonio from connecting on that. And obviously at this point, giving West Ham the victory. Oh, he can't believe it, can David Moyes. There's a foul, and it's a free kick to Leeds. A yellow card has been handed out for the foul on Joe Gelhardt. Let's just see who that yellow card is against. We'll have a look here in a moment. Yes, it's gone against Flynn Downs. He goes into the book. And it'll be a free kick to Leeds. This may be their last bite at the cherry. Can Leeds snatch a victory here? Well, it's been given to a Gerd rather than Downs, as a matter of fact. We've got Greenwood over this one. Sam Greenwood is just looking at the options available. I think there's also Matthias Klick. It's launched into the box and headed on, and there's a header! Oh, Rodrigo with a header, and what a super save by Lucas Fabianski! Both teams come close to winning it. Oh, there was the header on, and Rodriguez's header, and what a superb save by Lucas Fabianski, a match-saving save to keep this score tied at 2-2. The corner swung in. Oh, it just hits Koch in the face and then cleared away, and that's full time. Well, what a thriller this has been at Ellen Road. The two managers shake hands, exacerbated as both teams have come close to winning it. Mikel Antonio with a chance right at the end, and Rodrigo also again with the header, forcing a wonder save out of Lucas Fabianski. Goals in the second half by Scamacca on 46 minutes, Rodrigo on 70 minutes. But we end a match here that has been fought very hard by both sides, perhaps a draw being the right result. It's full time here at Ellen Road. It's Leeds United 2, West Ham United 2. Other scores at Villa Park with 5 minutes left, it's Aston Villa 1, Wolves 1. And with 4 minutes left, it's Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4. But full time here at Ellen Road, it is Leeds United 2, West Ham United 2, and we have been treated to a cracker. You have been listening to the Commentary Hub.